Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery. Took me a little while to get live here. I don't know. Hopefully, you weren't just staring at me going like that. So I hope you're all doing well. It's a beautiful Thursday here in Ligonier. I guess it's 70 some degrees. It's like 70 degrees here, but it's cloudy and gray. So that's a little bit hard, right? Finally get some warm weather and it's gray and it was raining. It's quite windy. But hey, it's 70 degrees. We can't complain too much, right? Um, I hope you're all doing well. We have some gemstones to show you today. We're going to do a little bit of chatting as always, and then we'll get into some gemstones. I don't have too many of them, but we have some really nice, some of them are higher end. So I think you'll like them. We just put them in the online store, so they are available. I think I made them available. If not, they'll be available after this. I'll take a look. But I'm pretty sure they are now available in the online store. So if you go into the Gemstone collection in the online store, you should see them. Some of these are very limited. Some of these are ones that we found that we thought we put in the online store, but they never actually made it. Some of them are ones we found in a box hiding on a shelf. These are pretty cool. These are pretty nice. And like I said, they are available now, should be in the online store if you want to grab them. Like I said, some of them only have one. We have one strand of them. Some of them we have upwards of 3 to 6 strands of. So all different numbers, all different prices, all different price points. I think the lowest starts around $18 or so, and the highest is up in the probably 70s or so, something like that. So we're going to take a look at them. But how are you all out there? Let's see. Suzanne's with us. Talked with you a little bit earlier. I'm glad that everything went okay with the weather down there. You didn't get any craziness going on, or too much anyway. Hello, Teresa. Thank you for joining us today. Hello, Donna, on your way back from Atlanta. Nice. Be careful out there. Hello, Norma. Hello, Teresa. So how are you all doing today? I'm a little bit frazzled. You can probably tell. I've been doing a lot of things, kind of mostly, odds and ends, those things that, you get close to the end of the week and there are things you've kind of pushed aside for a while, sometimes for multiple weeks, things that have been pushed aside and you're just like, okay, I'll get to those when I get to those. But today was kind of one of those cleanup days. So I've been trying to clean some things up, get some things ready. These gemstones have been waiting for me to take a look at in the online store for a while and really go over and make sure they're all okay. So I did that today. Made some appointments, entered some things into the calendar that I've been, not doing yet. Chatted with some people that I needed to get in touch with. So it's just been one of those catch-up days, I guess. We had a few people in the store, not many. I think we had 2 customers come in today, and that was it. So it's been a slow day, but it has been looking like rain. Now, it was raining when I came in this morning. It was raining hard, like pretty dang hard. But it stopped, of course, soon after I got here. The rain let up and the skies cleared and it got a little sunny for a little while and then it got gray again. Probably just about ready to rain again before I leave. That's usually how it works. I get rained on my way to the car, in and out of the doors. But yeah, it's been a catch-up day for me. So how are you all out there? We see Donna's coming back from Atlanta, driving back. How are you? What are you all doing? What's going on? Let me know in the comments. If you're here, say hi in the comments so I know. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Robin. I hope you're all doing well out there. Yeah, how's it going? How's it going? Marianne says that windy and partly cloudy up there. Nice, I guess. That's pretty much what it is here. Very windy today and very cloudy, very gray. It's a gray kind of day. So it makes it hard. I was going to take some pictures of things, but a gray overcast day is not always best for taking pictures. So luckily we had pictures of these gemstones already done, so I worked on those. Suzanne's working on a sewing project. Nice. Nice. I didn't know you sewed. I don't think I knew that. Or at least did projects that way. I don't sew. I've never learned. I used to help my grandmother kind of sew like drapes by hand sometimes, but that was like when I was like probably 6 or 7. She taught me, and I've never done it. Never done that before. Donna is definitely not driving. Okay, with a daughter and her girlfriend. Nice, nice. So yeah, what else is going on with me? I don't know. Andrew's in Pittsburgh today. He's at Contemporary Craft as the artist in residence for the metal program, and he has a class, I believe, tonight. I think his classes are still going on. So he's taking some classes in enameling. He's working on some projects there. Of course, we're trying to work on as many projects as we can to help fund this new line of pewter components that we're trying to purchase this weekend. Hopefully, we'll see. So we're trying to work on that. Andrew's making new things for that we're going to be entering into the online store. We're going to be working on kits. He did, if you missed his pendant that he made, check him out on Instagram, Andrew T. Thornton 100. And he made ocean jasper, a stone on stone kind of stacked pendant, which is really cool. So if you missed that, check that out. He has it in his, I believe, at least in his stories, if not posted on the timeline, or in his reels. I can't remember where I saw it, but it's there. Check it out. It's really pretty. That should be hitting the online store, I think, soon. I have to actually get the pendant. He's had it up at Star Cottage Studio, and I've not been up there here for the last 2 days or so. And yeah, that's been it. Susan says cold and cloudy there. See, it seems like a cloudy day everywhere. Second day of high wind in Kentucky, but yesterday was 70 and today is mid 40s. So you dropped. We went up. We did kind of the opposite. We were like in the 40s or 50s, I think, yesterday, and now we're up in the 70s. Today, it's 68 out of a high of 72 here is what it looks like. So yeah. I don't have much to talk about today. I think that's it. Oh, it's I believe it is, I don't know if it's worldwide or if it's just national, Trans Visibility Day. So for all of our trans friends out there, we see you. And you know, we're so glad that you are finding yourself and becoming who you are. I think that's a very important thing. And, you know, we all have journeys in life, and, you know, some of us have an easier time on our journey than others. So we just want to know that we see you, and we're thankful for you being out there, and we're thankful that you are finding your place in this world. Yeah, so I think that's it. Let's see. Suzanne says, it's beautiful here in New Orleans. More bad weather forecasted for next week, though. It's crazy around here. These weather changes, they're up and down, up and down, up and down. It's really, really crazy, right? I don't know, but I guess it's not really much different. Most years we have snow late into the year, kind of heading into spring, late into spring. So I'm hoping that that's all the snow we're going to have, but I have not checked the weather. I don't look at the weather forecast generally, unless I have a real reason to do it, like if we're planning going somewhere or something like that. But I don't like to look at it. I just rather wake up and see what's going on for the most part. Let's see here. Lots of sun here in Manitoba, but still just at the freezing mark for a high. Whew. Happy Trans Day, everyone, says Valerie. Thank you so much. And let's see, what else are we doing? I don't know. We're going to look at gemstones today. I don't have much to say today. I said a lot of stuff yesterday. We were here for like 2 hours. So I think today is going to be more of a short day. It's just kind of one of those days. I think I need to go home and do some mindfulness after this. These are Andrew's class days, so he doesn't get home until late. So I kind of go home with the cats. Sometimes we take a little walk outside with the cats. And then I try to, you know, kind of do a mindfulness thing. I do some meditating sometimes, or some exercising and just try to, you know, regroup, because when I do these days where, you know, I do the loose end days and everything's just kind of, you know, doing one thing here, jumping to doing this, jumping to doing that. It kind of frazzles your brain a little bit. It's good to get those things done. You get this sense of completion. It's kind of like marking things off a list. I have a mental list, but I really should have a real list for some of these things. But it is, it gives you that good feeling that you finally got this done, this thing you've been procrastinating on. And I did a lot of those today, but I also feel very frazzled, just because I was jumping around from task to task and then in between a few customers that we had, and trying to think of things to do. We try to keep up with our social media as much as we can, trying to put out some stories and some reels and some just regular posts. We're working on some things in the background, so it's a lot of stuff, right? Just stuff. And I know a lot of you go through this too, whether it's in your job or whether it's for your own business or just your personal life, right? You have to keep active. Sometimes right now, social media is the only social aspect of our lives, with everything that's going on in the world, and it's hard. So we try to put an effort into that, right? And I try once in a while, but I also try and step away from it for a while. And I think I might have to go through a week or so where I step away from it a little more than normal, just to kind of reset and kind of, focus on some things that I need to do. So if you don't see me on social media, other than these lives, of course, I'll be doing the lives and things for the store. But if you don't see me personally on social media for a while, that's why. I'm thinking about taking a step away for a little bit, and won't be long, but just enough to do those, the dopamine detoxes, as they say, and kind of reset a little bit. Because I think it's important that we all take time to allow ourselves to reset, because the world is crazy enough. We don't need to be crazy in here all the time, right? All right, so let's go ahead, and I think you're not talking very much today. You must be in a not so talkative mood. I'm in a not so talkative mood. Of course, I can talk and talk and talk about just about anything, but let's get to it. Let's check out these gemstones. So let me flip this around a little bit. You're going to see the ceiling for just a while until I get this all set up and get our cameras flipped around and all that good stuff. Sometimes we're just not in a talkative mood, right? There we go. Sometimes we're just not in a talkative mood. That's okay. We don't have to talk all the time. We don't have to always have something to say. Sometimes it's nice just to enjoy looking at beautiful things. That's what I think anyway. And let me get this stand, if I can get my stand situated. Susan says, just tired, weather changes impacting me. I get it. I fell asleep last night very early, which is unlike me. And when I say very early, I mean like 11 or 11:30 probably, which is very early for me. And I was up then about 4 a.m. until about 6 or 7 a.m. And then I fell back asleep for a little while, and had some things to do this morning, which I was a little late coming into the store today. So it's been, I get it. I'm definitely tired today too, worn out. The weather was gray and rainy. I didn't want to get out of bed. It was a hard day to get started. And now that it's started, it's pretty okay. But I have to figure out what I'm going to eat tonight because Andrew's away. So it's all these things, right? I got to go to the grocery store probably. Maybe not. We'll see. All right, first thing first, we have 8mm Galaxite or hyperstethine, I want to say is, I always mess up that word. Marianne says, trying to work on my family history file. That's nice. That's nice to have one of those. Also, it's a new moon, which can result in lower energy. Well, there you go. There you go, because I certainly feel like I have lower energy today. So we have 2 strands of this available. It's really, really pretty. It's really, really pretty. It has that beautiful flash to it, that black color with the gray flash. 8mm rounds, approximately 15-inch strands of Galaxite or hyperstethine, if I'm saying that right. If I don't have the word right in front of me, I mix up the characters sometimes, the consonants in there. So those are in the online store now, available for you. You can find them under the, you can either search for them or you can find them under the Gemstone shopping tab. I also didn't drink enough water today. I've been having a hard time getting enough water in me lately. I'm usually very good about it, but lately I've had a really difficult time the last few days just being able to drink some water, which is unlike me because I try and drink close to a gallon a day, but I've gotten nowhere near that lately. Next up, we have some beautiful petersite. Now this is some crazy beautiful stuff right here. Hopefully you can see that. You have all different colors in there. This is petersite. Susan says Galaxite is a lovely stone. I agree. It really is. It's kind of like that labradorite with a beautiful flash to it. Dark gray color. But this one, the petersite, is just, it looks like, talk about Galaxite. This should be called Galaxite because it looks like little worlds in there, right? Little planets in a galaxy. This is petersite. And we just added, we only have 2 strands of this. We added to the online store. Added to the online store. And I think this is 8mm as well, yeah. But isn't that gorgeous? Oh, like I could just turn this into a necklace and wear that. Done. Done. Or a bracelet. How about that? We're making that into a bracelet. Check that out, right? Find the ones you like the best. Make it into a beautiful bracelet. Maybe double wrap. Double wrap bracelet. Lovely. So petersite in the online store, available now. Available now. You can get it. Go and get it. Remember, everything you purchase here for the next few days especially is going to help us get our line, hopefully, of pewter components that we're looking to purchase. All right. And next, we have a few strands of Russian apatite. And these are about 5.5-inch strands, and these are about 11mm or so hexagons. Faceted hexagons, Russian apatite. People love these hexagons. I'll tell you what. I was glad to find more of these hidden because people seem to love them. We've been selling a lot of these. So if you like these, we only have 2 strands. These are the 2 strands available right now. They're both equally gorgeous strands. And if you order now, you will get one of those 2. All right, Russian apatite. These are nice. These are very nice. Very nice quality. Mystic Moonstone cubes. It's hard to see these because it's hard to get close enough on the camera when things are small. But these have a beautiful, you can see some of that flashing happening in there. That blue flash you get from the Moonstone. And these are faceted cubes. They're 4mm cubes. And this is about a 15-inch strand of those beautiful Moonstone cubes. Only 1 strand of this is available. These are a very, very nice quality. You can see some of that flash right there, like on that one. There goes the flash on that. Just depends how Moonstone hits the light, right? How it's carved. But some of these are beautiful and clear. Some are a little bit opaque. Just really nice quality moonstone. One strand only available. Get it now if you love it. What do we have next? Looks like some strawberry quartz. Strawberry quartz. Strawberry quartz little nuggets. One strand of this only available. Just a really pretty kind of pinky red color. Beautiful, beautiful color. Nice, fairly inexpensive strand, strawberry quartz. They're generally around 9 by 5 millimeters or so for those as well. Let's see. What do I have here? What's going on? More hexagons. If you like that hexagon shape, we have these hexagons in pink opal. Pink opal. And we have 2 strands of these pink opal hexagons available as well. And they're about 4.5 to 5-inch strands and about 11 millimeter hexagons. Hello, June. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're all doing well out there. If you're just tuning in, we're looking at some gemstones that we just added recently to the online store. Whoops, I keep kicking the stand. So how's everyone doing out there? How's everyone doing out there? We've decided that a lot of us are having a quiet day, a tired day. I think there's a lot going on, and we're just all, the weather around most of us is cloudy, a little bit gloomy. So if you're just tuning in, we're a little low key today, and that's okay, right? If you're a little low key, that's all right too. There's nothing wrong with that once in a while, right? Next up, we have Rhodonite Nuggets. Rhodonite Nuggets. Kim is good but exhausted. Yeah, a lot of us are, right? It's an exhausting day, I feel like. June just came in from a short trip. Nice. It's nice to take a trip, get out once in a while, right? So we have these beautiful rhodonite stones. I think these are really stunning. Really, really beautiful. And I think this is a really good example of rhodonite and a really pretty example. You get a really bright stone in some of these. Sometimes rhodonite is, not so bright, not so vibrant. These, I was really amazed at how pink they really are. Because sometimes you get them and they're not quite that colorful, right? We have 2 of the rhodonite strands available. I was just opening my laptop to see, so I can give you better pricing on these. These are $24 a strand only. $24 a strand. Good deal. Good deal. And they vary anywhere from about 10 millimeters a nugget to about 5 millimeters or so. So just little nuggets, little smooth nuggets. Let's see here. What else do I have? This is really cool. This is something I don't see very often at all. And we have, let me see, I think 3 strands of this available. Let me show you. Really, really pretty. Anyone have a guess? If you're looking online, you can already guess. You know what it is. But if you're not looking at our website, can you guess what this is? It's a hard one. It's a hard one. It's a weird one. It's not something you see very often. Actually, I think this is the only time I've ever, almost the only time I've ever seen this. We do have a specimen in the store of this. I should actually, you know what? Let me see if I can find that real quick, because I think it would be cool to show. I found it. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find it in the store. Terry B says apatite. I don't even know what color apatite is. Apatite is usually a blue to green color, blue or green. June says agate. It is not agate. This is pink tourmaline with lepidolite. Pink tourmaline mixed with lepidolite. And this is the only time I've ever seen it in cut stones and in gemstones. But we also, like I said, we have this specimen here. So this is also pink tourmaline. You can see the tourmaline embedded in here in the lepidolite. So this is pink tourmaline in lepidolite. And these are the stones of pink tourmaline with pink lepidolite. Pink purple. Lepidolite can be pinkish purple, as you can see. This one's more purple. So it's a really pretty stone. Never have seen it actually in gemstones until this. And these are $27 a strand. These are 6 millimeter, 15-inch strands. 6 millimeter stones in 15-inch strands. Pink tourmaline with lepidolite. Susan says, interesting gemstone combo. It really is. And obviously, it grows together naturally, right? It grows together naturally. You can see all the pieces of tourmaline in there. Pink tourmaline. All right. So there are those strands. Marianne says, pretty. It is pretty. I love it. I love it. And speaking of apatite, Terry, speaking of apatite, we have graduated apatite smooth rondelles. Let me get these here. We have 4 strands, it looks like, available. Let me get them unhinged here. They're all tied up in themselves. I get tied up in myself sometimes too. Try not to do it too often though. And you're going to see tags on these. These are the weights, so they're not the price. The price on these, they are $78 each. $78 each. And these are apatite smooth rondelles. Now they are already, this one's still tied up in itself. Anyway, let me pick a different one so I can show you. Marianne says they're pretty, those ones, and it doesn't even like pink, right? Yeah, they're a little bit more purple on the purple side, kind of. Some of them are pink. So this is apatite, and they are graduated. And I think they're graduated from about 7 millimeters down to 2 millimeters. So about 7x3 at the largest to about 3x2 at the smallest. And this is beautiful, beautiful apatite. This is a very nice specimen, very good color, kind of color you want in apatite, right? and these are $78 a strand. These are already necklaces, as you can see. They come with a sterling lobster claw and an extender chain, but at this price, you can either wear them as the necklace, or you can take them apart and use them in your own designs. At that price, it's such a good price for that quality of apatite. Whatever you choose to do with it is, well, it's always okay because it's your choice, but don't feel guilty tearing these apart and using them if you want to. That's what I'm trying to say, right? All right. So that is the blue apatite. And up next, speaking of apatite, we have an apatite mix. I said it can be blue and it can be greenish. So here is another variety of apatite with some of the green in there. You have some of that same blue, but you also have some of the green. Again, these labels that you see on them are the weights of the strands. But these are the same kind of sizing. These are $68 a strand for these ones. $68 a strand for these ones. And again, these are also on a lobster claw, sterling lobster claw with a sterling chain extender. So you can use these as a necklace. You can, I'm sure you could just take these and probably sell them for twice what we're charging if you were in a market or doing something like that. These are really beautiful stones, but you can also take them apart and use them however you wish. Don't feel guilty, especially at that price. $68 a strand only. Really gorgeous stuff there. Really worth a lot more than that. You could easily turn this into something and make your money back. If that's what you do. If not, you just buy it and you wear it and you think it's pretty, and that's great too, right? Indulge yourself once in a while. That's what I say. Just once in a while, though. You can't get crazy. You don't want to get crazy. Maybe you do. That's okay too. Next up, we have some beautiful Sunstone Pebbles. Let me get these out here. And let me look. The Sunstone Pebbles, these are only $27 a strand. Beautiful sunstone color. You got some of those nice, really flashes in there. It's hard to get on the camera, but there you can, I think, see it in some of these stones. Some of that beautiful flash and sparkle that sunstone is known for. So there you have these, $27 a strand, only 2 strands available for those beautiful sunstone pebbles. And I can tell it's gray out today because my lighting in here is not as good as it sometimes is. What's next? Let's take a look at these. I think there's only one strand of this. One strand. And let me see. What am I doing here? Just trying to see what size. Let me look here. I don't know where my rulers are at. It's hard when you don't have your rulers with you, right? There it is. There it is. 2 millimeter. Okay, I knew they were 2 or 3. I wasn't sure. This strand, these are rubies and sapphires. Rubies and sapphires in 2 millimeter faceted rounds. 2 millimeter faceted rounds. Aren't those just beautiful? rubies and sapphires. Those beautiful red rubies, beautiful deep blue sapphires. And these are this one strand, 2mm, about 15-inch strand, $35 only. $35 for these beautiful rubies and sapphires. That is a really exquisite little strand. It's hard to get these hard stones like this small. It's hard to drill them. It's hard to cut them. You know how hard, sapphires are one of the hardest stones. So to get them faceted at this size and a hole drilled through them at this size, we don't see them this small that often. So those are now available. Just this one strand, $35 in the online store. And lastly, we have two different kinds of beryl. That beautiful aquamarine family, morganite. We have beryl strands. And let me see here if I can get these together. These are hand-carved beryl drops. Hand-carved beryl drops. And these are about 9mm drops and about 9.5-inch strands of the beryl. And these are $70 a strand only, which is really a good price for something this beautiful and hand-carved. So there you have, I'm sure, aquamarine, morganite. They're all in the beryl family. And again, these are weights, not prices. They could be prices, but those are weights. They're $70 a strand. Hand-carved little drops. Each strand is a little bit different. Some have a little bit more pink, some have a little bit more of the yellow or blue, but they all have a little bit of it on, right? They all have a little bit. So these are something, these were something that we thought were in the online store, and then we went through our online store box and found out they weren't. They were never added. So I was so happy because I was like, these are exceptional. Why aren't they selling? And then I realized why they weren't selling, because they weren't actually online. So I don't think these are going to last very long. These are really, really beautiful, especially for those of you who use drops. These would be gorgeous in earrings, as accents on a necklace. They're just really stunning stones. So we have those 5 strands available only. Once these are gone, I doubt we will ever see this again. This is for a stone vendor that we do use, but they often have these kind of one-of-a-kind things. And if you catch them, you catch them. And if you miss them, you miss them. So we were lucky to catch these. And I'm super excited about that. So there they are. And lastly, we have more beryl, but this time they're faceted rondelles. They're approximately 3mm faceted rondelles. And they are $60 a strand for approximately 14-inch strands. Aren't they pretty? Now these are sticking to the blue and light blue beryl. There's none of the pink on this, none of that kind of what you'd expect with the pink morganite. And they do vary slightly in size, but they're generally around 3mm or so. And these are $60 a strand. Nice higher end stones for you to use. Really beautiful sparkle on these, really nice cut on these rondelles. So there they are. Those are now available. Like I said, I think there are 6 of these available. These are another case. The barrels were all together in a bag, and they never got actually put in the online store, even though they were in the online store box here. So those are available, approximately 14-inch strands, about 3mm by 2mm stones, and the faceted rondelles. Beautiful sparkle. Kim says, love 3mm stones. We like the small stuff too. It's really good. You can make, like, if you just took like a stack of these, right, like that, put a piece of wire through, put an ear wire on them, you could have a beautiful, just a nice drop earring, right? That would be a beautiful earring. Just that, no more. I think those would be lovely, lovely sets of earrings, right? And so your earrings for $35 a pair. Doesn't take much to make up your money and then some on these. So $60 a strand for those. And that, my friends, is what I have for you today. I said it was going to be a short day, but quality, I think. Very nice things. I just heard our little bell ring, so somebody placed an order. Thank you so much for that. Let me spin this around here. I just heard the order come through, so thank you, whoever you are out there. We appreciate it. If you're watching, it may not be any of you watching, but we do appreciate all orders that come through, big or small, does not matter. You know, everyone loves the big orders and everyone thinks that's all that matters, but it's not. The small orders matter just as much, and I went over this yesterday. For those of you who are like, I feel bad, it was only a small order. Small orders are what keep the lights on here. They're what help us pay our helpers when we send them stuff to work on. It's always, you know, it's always a help. Anything is a help. Norma says, that was me. Thank you very much, Norma. We appreciate it. I hope you got some good stuff. Yeah, a lot of those you don't want to wait on too much, because I will be sending out an email probably tomorrow to our entire email list to let everyone know that we added new gemstones. I have a number of gemstones I've not shown to the email list yet, so I'll be sending that out. And I will also be posting these strands to Facebook here pretty much immediately following this video. I'm going to share what we talked about today. So if you want to get them before anyone else, you are the first people to see these hitting the online store. So do go over and grab them if you liked anything you saw. Like I said, some of them we only have 1 strand of, some of them we have 6 strands of, and everything else is in between there somewhere. But I hope you like them. I hope you enjoyed hanging out today a little bit. I did, even though it was a short day. 40-some minutes, that's a short day for us, but we do appreciate it, and we thank you so much. And we will be back here tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to have for you tomorrow. I have no clue at this point, but I will figure it out, and we will have something to show you tomorrow, or we'll just chat and have a good time chatting. Either way, I will see you back here around 5, I hope, if all goes well, fingers crossed, tomorrow. All right, everyone, have a wonderful evening. And as Susan says, get the kitties out for a little walk. That's what I'm going to head home here very soon to do. So you all enjoy your evening. Thank you so very much. And we will see you again here tomorrow. Bye, everybody.